Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of gold and silver. Why is this market selling off? One, it hit everything, and it's from Powell. What he's saying is the Treasury yield jump after Fed's Powell hints at a 50 basis point rate hike for next month. Everything sold off. Yeah. NASDAQ sold off 2%. Dow falls more than 350 points. Everything in the commodity sector sold off. I even saw some people, some grandmas selling some shares or something like that. People selling probably physical metals, but you know what? I'll buy them. Give them to me, guys. I'll take your shares and your metals. But let's dive in. Let's see what we got on the charts. See if there's any trend lines that are broken or anything like that today. And even if they are, we're going to see if they're going to come back tomorrow. But let's take a look. I'll give you my financial opinion. The dollar's basically flat today. You know, it's holding its own. The 10-year yield is higher because they said they're going to come out and possibly raise 50 basis points. That's what they're signaling, and the markets quickly adjusted for it, or at least what people adjusted to that news. Gold came down a little bit, but again, it's a hammer pattern. Still looks good. It's all above. I would actually be a buyer. As weird as that sounds, I would be a buyer. Silver. We hit that support level right below. I'll probably be buying some physical silver here because there's a guy up north that wants to sell some to me that I bought the platinum off of. So I'll probably buy all his silver that he's got that he wants to sell. And then platinum getting hit. This is a inflation hedge and people are selling it off. Again, I would be a buyer in this general vicinity. The falling wedge is broken to the upside. We are pulling back for a little bit larger retest move based off the news from the Fed, and I am still an ultra bull. XAU to gold ratio, it is coming on back. This one's getting hit pretty hard again. I am not worried. We are still right at that resistance line. This is a stick save for the Fed, but this will eventually go higher. Why? Because they're not going to solve this, in my opinion, with a 50 basis point hike in the interest rates. So yeah, these are all selling off today, guys. It's across the board. We're getting a pullback here. Corona Resources pulling back. EXK is pulling back. We're still above the breakout. Everything looks good. Fortuna Silver Mines, yeah, it's getting a pullback. SilJ getting a pullback, still above support. We've got GDX. We did have this kind of squeezing up a little bit, getting the pullback today. We'll have to see if tomorrow pulls back or not. Some of them are putting little wicks at the bottom, so that's at least a good thing. MMNGF getting a pullback to its support line. Koya Resources pulling back. Discovery Silver pulling back, but it's right at support, putting in the wick at the bottom. That's pretty normal. I'd actually be a buyer here of Discovery Silver. AG pulling back some. It's finishing a little bit stronger. We might have another couple days of pullback or whatnot. Newmont pulling back with this rising wedge. That's kind of as expected. The rising wedge formed because the banks knew that this news was going to come out, if you wanted to know, and they were going to sell this off. But again, there's no point to sell this stuff because this is where the money's going to eventually flow to. Down here for Mag Silver, still in the pattern though. Down day in Yamana Gold. Impact Silver down, but nothing's broken on any of these. We're still in the channel going sideways for Aftermath Silver. Arcana Silver still going sideways. PLG getting hit a little bit harder. This could pull back a little bit further down. Siboney Stillwater pulling back quite hard. That could also have a little bit larger pullback. Sandstorm Gold getting sold off, but a little wick at the bottom doesn't look horrible. We've got a lot of support underneath it too. Franco-Nevada selling off with support underneath it, the blue line. We've got EMX at that support resistance area. It sold off a little bit. We do have a little wick at the bottom. Still looks good for EMX. That still looks strong to me. Tune Resources selling off a little bit today. Yep, down 6.68%. Still in the pattern. Wheaton Precious Metals back at support. We'll see if that support holds. Gold Royalty selling off a little bit. We've got MTA selling off. It's still above all of its support lines, and it's a hammer pattern. Usually that's a reversal pattern to go higher after this next day, statistically. Mavericks Metals selling off today, finishing a little bit stronger to the downside there. Royal Gold's getting a little bit of a rollover. We might pull back a little bit. And then Cisco Gold Royalty getting sold off today. A little wick at the bottom, still above support. Nothing's broken. So the news from Powell raising, 50 basis points. That's expected. That's expected. That's actually what we want. As weird as that sounds, we want it because it's going to rotate money out of bonds, and bonds sold off today. That's where the money is fueling our commodity-driven boom. So this is actually a good thing. Yes, we sold off in commodities. I understand it's scary. Yeah. But it's a good thing on any time frame outside of today, or maybe the very, very short term. Will I be buying in some of these sectors? Yes, I will be. When it looks like it's going to turn around, I'm going to throw some more money in. That's just what I do. It's automatic. The fundamental structural conditions underlying these markets are so strong that the Fed's going to start to increase rates even faster. That's the fundamental conditions for commodities. You have to go through these sell-offs every once in a while, and that's just the way it is. But I'm remaining very bullish, and I will probably buy more physical metals if this guy's going to offload it. If you want to know, I'm paying $3 over spot for some generic rounds. They're A-mark rounds, 1 ounce rounds. I think he's got maybe 110 ounces or something like that. And I just said, you know what, I'll take all of them. That's fine. So I'm going to negotiate right now still with the spot price and see if he'll do it for $24.50 plus 3. So $27.50 is what I would get him for. If he does that, maybe I'll pick him up this weekend and grab it from him. So that's what I've got for today, guys. Don't be afraid. If you are afraid and you need some help, you need some mentorship, let me know. Sign up to the website below. Become a platinum member. The platinum membership gets you question and answer on the weekends. I obviously share what I think is good picks, stock picks and whatnot, or not really stock picks, but I should say companies that look good statistically from the chart patterns. They've got good earnings. They're turnaround companies in some of the sectors, and then eventually their earnings will turn around and really start to pay you out, either through dividends or through share price appreciation. If that's something that sounds interesting to you, definitely sign up. The platinum membership gets you absolutely everything: financial education, and on top of it, you'll get the charting and my direct interaction during the weekend meetings. And those meetings are videotaped, so you can watch them afterwards, and they're always posted on the website of all the previous meetings, so you didn't miss anything. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.